What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Workout Wednesday. It's been a little while since we did one of these, but we are back today. And obviously I try to change it up for Workout Wednesday whenever I do them. Some of it's basketball, some of it's just working out, stuff like that. Today I'm going to be talking about shoulders, right? So obviously you saw the title. A lot of people have shoulder pain and they really don't know what to do about it. And I know all about that. I actually tore this labrum in the shoulder, and I messed this one up pretty good. And that's just that's just basketball. It's just the name of the game. You kind of sign your contract away for your body when you start playing at a relatively high level. But for the everyday person, something happens to your shoulder, and you want to know exercises, that are good for it and that can really help you out and strengthen the muscles around. Let's say you hurt a tendon or something. Ones that can really help you, with the muscles around that tendon, something like that, labrum, things like that. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the exercises. So check out the link in the description, or the links in the description below if you want to. Other than that, if you want to help out the channel, like usual, just watch all the ads. That's all you got to do. Watch the ad all the way through, and it really helps me out. So anyway, let's get into it. Get it. Alright, so what I like to do is, first I always like to stretch out, the front of the shoulder and the back. So the first thing I like to do is, and all this stuff you can pretty much do at home. I'm in my brother's garage right now, actually. He's behind the camera. So he has a bench press set and things like that, and some weights that I'm going to use today. But you can do all this stuff at home with pretty much anything, like some bricks. Like, it doesn't really matter. But the first thing I like to do is stretch out my chest and shoulder a little bit. And I'm just using this right at the edge of the garage right here to do it. It's super easy. The first thing I like to do is I like to put my arm at a 90-degree angle, just like that. Put my hand here against the wall, and then just lean. Okay, so I usually do that for 30 seconds. So as he moves, you can see, just lean like that. You should feel it all through here. Okay, so like 30 seconds doing that. And then let's say 30 seconds, and then I creep my hand up, continue pressure. 30 seconds, creep my hand up, 30 seconds, creep my hand up. So then you're working incrementally until you're all the way up. And you should feel that into your armpit and down almost on your ribs right here. Okay, and then obviously in your chest as well. And those are really good stretches that you can do to really get it loosened up. Some people don't believe in that before lifting, but this is specifically for your shoulders. So I really believe in getting them loosened up a little bit, getting some stretches, doing you can even do light sets that'll get you going, get things moving a little bit. You don't want to just immediately go into any workout without warming up a little bit at all. So the other thing I like to do is just stretch across. So depending on how your shoulders feel, you can do different things with this, but I like to just pull it across and just get a good stretch going. Keep my feet as square as possible, and then just pull across like that, and then that's going to stretch all the back side of your shoulder and get things going. Some people I know like to put their arm right here, like, so if you're standing parallel to the door and what's up, Barry?
What up?
Just out here, you can't see it, it's probably too dark, but just out here shooting a video, no biggie. Anyway, I know some people like to put their arm against the door frame, and they'll push out, put some pressure on it, and then that's almost like a workout in itself. It's gonna work on that shoulder area. So here you just left. So anyway, like I was saying, 20, 30 seconds doing that, each arm, whatever you want to do. You can even turn your arm like this. Get your hand, instead of flat like that, get the more of the back of your shoulder. So anyway, we're gonna get into the exercises, so let's get this thing going. All right, so first exercise is with 5-pound plate, and then you can work up from here, but I'm just gonna start and show you with the 5-pound plate. So first thing I like to do is I hook them like this. Okay, that's how I hold them. You can do it any way you want. And this is different than a dumbbell. Just the grip and how you use them is different than a dumbbell. So it does different things for your shoulders. You can also use the dumbbell. I have some dumbbells right here that I could use. but I'm gonna start with the plate. I like to start this way. So, and obviously, you're like we're talking about like if you have a sore shoulder or anything like that. So we're not going super heavy. This is just trying to help build up those muscles around something that you may have injured. So one thing that I like to do, I go like that, and I just start straight. And we're talking really slow, okay? So you've already done some stretches, you've warmed up a little bit. I go really slow from the bottom. You don't want to jump, okay? You don't want to jump out and start swinging. You want to start really slow. And if you can, I would say go 10 seconds up and then 10 seconds down. So I get up to right above my shoulder level, right? So if I'm here, I want to get to about right there. And then I go 10 seconds down, right? So I've done 10 seconds up, 10 seconds down. I didn't want to do 10 to 15 reps of this, okay? Sometimes I like to put my hand here, or I'll go at the same time, whatever it may be. I don't know if this is, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 seconds down. Obviously I'm talking, so I can't really count at the same time, but something of that nature. So this is gonna take out any chance of you straining anything by kind of jumping. I know like a lot of people, they'll be lifting and they'll just, you see a lot of guys in the gym, they'll have some dumbbells and they'll just kind of throw them up to get that weight up. Let me tell you, 5 or 10 pound plate, and that's gonna be plenty of weight, especially if you already have a pre-existing shoulder problem or shoulder soreness of that sort. Now for the next thing, same thing, you're gonna use a plate. If you don't have a 5 pound plate, you can use a dumbbell. It's the same thing, overhand grip for what I just did. A plate just makes it a little bit more difficult. Also works the forearms a little bit. So for this one, you're gonna turn your hand in like that, right? And then you're gonna do the same thing, up, okay? Now how far you turn your hand in is gonna depend. So, if you have some shoulder issues like I have had in the past, then I'm not gonna wanna, I'm not trying to rotate my arm all the way like that. Like that's not good. But instead of being straight out, I'll just turn my hand a little bit like this. Okay? 10 seconds up, 10 seconds down. Same thing with the other arm. You can do them at the same time. You can do them one at a time, whatever you wanna do. But that's a really good start to building up those muscles. All right, so got a bigger plate, got a 35 pound plate. So this is gonna, like I said, I'm trying to keep these super simple. So if you just did those shoulder exercises, I think, they'd really strengthen the muscles around that shoulder, and doing them slow like that will really help. You can also go out to the front as well, work more of that, the front of the shoulder. This next one, this is the last thing. This is the last exercise with this plate. I'm gonna show you a couple things that you can do, especially, now, like I said, you could do this with a 5 pound dumbbell, what I'm about to show you. Start light, make sure there's no pain, go from there, right? So, get the dumbbell, and what I like to do, and this is after, you're confident in your shoulder, okay? I like to just work it around the head, okay? Now, when you're at the gym, again, see a lot of guys, and they're throwing that thing around, okay? I don't really like to do that. I think you can hurt yourself, as well as, honestly, I don't think it works the muscles as well, okay? Now that's my opinion. Somebody might dispute that. That's just what I think, okay? So what I like to do is, I like to do 10 rotations. And think about your head like almost like a cylinder straight up, okay? So you work around, so you work around that cylinder, okay? Like this. Come forward, around. I like to go 10 sides, or 10 times around counterclockwise, 10 times around clockwise. And that'll be one set. Now this is a 35 pound plate. Like I said, you can do it with any pound weight, okay? You can even do it with a dumbbell if you don't have plates. Just hold the dumbbell. I'll actually show you. You can just hold the dumbbell like this, work around your head like that. Same idea. Honestly, that can be a little bit more difficult. But for the last thing, I like to go straight up. You don't have to show it because I don't know if you'll be able to get it in camera. I like to go straight up and then just come down in front. Straight up, come down in front. Try to keep your back straight. You don't want to be going like this and pushing, okay? So if your back, I got this hat on. Let's go there. You want to try to stay as straight as possible and work up. Again, slow reps. That doesn't necessarily have to be a 10 and 10. which means 10 seconds up, 10 seconds down. It can be at your own pace, but like I said, you want to go a little bit slower, considering that if you're watching this video, shoulder's probably in a little bit of pain. So that is it. So you can do any amount of sets that you want. Personally, what I like to do is I like to do 3 sets with my with the plate flat. I like to do 3 sets of 10, anywhere between 10 and 15. 3 sets with my hand inverted, 3 sets out. Then I get that plate, I do 3 sets. Remember, 3 sets is 10 counterclockwise, 10 clockwise, and then 3 sets of the 10 like this. I don't even know what to call that. I don't have a name for it, never came up with a name. I just do them all the time, and it really helps my shoulders and just the stability of them. I don't have nearly as many problems with them as I used to, and that's just something, along with lifting per usual with Coach B, things like that. That's just one thing that I do on the side to just give me that extra bit of stability. So, take it to that outro, baby. Let's go. All right, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think next week's video will be in here as well, although I'm not sure. Obviously with the schedule, it's insane. For the people wondering, I've had a couple people actually ask, like I'll have a video come out on a game day or the day after a game, and they'll be like, oh, how'd you film that on the same day that you had a game? I don't. Obviously, I try to do things in advance so that I have them for the future when obviously I do not have any time. So the days, if we have a game, 3 or 4 days in the future, I don't have a whole ton of time to be filming stuff. So I film most of my videos on off days and things like that when I have an extra couple hours where I can film it and edit it and get everything how I want it, and then I schedule it so that it gets put out on a different day. So obviously whenever you see this, it is not the day I filmed it, or probably the next day or the next. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, watch all those ads. It really helps me out. And if you would like to subscribe, go ahead. And if you don't want to, you do not have to. We're all gonna live. It's okay. But like usual, have a good one, everybody.